Howdy everybody, my name is Salty Table and welcome to episode 42 of my Rags to Riches series. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to do Act 1 of the Doomsday Heist, all from setups to finale. So, I'm going to do this episode as fast as I can. Now, I know what a lot of you guys are probably saying is like, why do we need to know this? I got the Cayo Perico Heist. Well, some people might want to know how to do this, and if you do want to know how to do the Doomsday Heist, the first thing you're going to need to do is go to the foreclosures website and buy yourself a facility. These things are pretty expensive, so you'll need to raise some money for it. And if you're going to buy one to do these Doomsday Heists, you should also buy an office first, because when you start up the facility, or when you get the facility, you're going to need to register as a CEO to start up the heists. So you'll need an office, so that's another paywall. So it's essentially probably like a $2-3 million, probably $3-4 million paywall to get the Doomsday Heists. But once you get them, they're not really that great compared to the Cayo Perico Heist. They take 2 people to do, and they don't pay out like. Well, okay, so Act 2 and Act 3 will pay out the most, but they're kind of a lot of legwork to do, unless you're doing the glitch where you exit out right before your heist finishes. But I'm not doing any glitches on this channel because I've already been reset once, and this is basically my tutorial for anyone who has already been reset and wants to get back to where they are. So this is essentially where you're gonna have to go to start up the heist. It's pretty easy, honestly. The Act 1's pretty easy, and it's got some pretty good cutscenes, so I'll let you guys listen to that right here.
Hertz. Avon Hertz. Yes, the Avon Hertz. Don't act all weird. I'm just a normal genius. I do very normal things like kite surf with presidents and date B-list actresses. I bleed real tears. This is real hair. I program, and I have actual emotions. I'm sort of like one of those things that is good at lots of things. Why isn't this person talking?
Just, don't worry about it. Mr. Hertz took his first company public when he was 22 years old.
21 3/4. I was worth $1.5 billion by the time I was 25. I'm trying to save the world, for fuck's sake, man, if it'll let me.
Avon was helping the IAA, the government.
Helping the government? I was trying to be the government. My work with artificial intelligence. Thinking only better. That's my slogan, by the way. I was trying to guide the government through a security and ethics nightmare it had stumbled into. When whoosh, I'm told, no thanks. It's a fucking joke, but I'm not laughing.
Avon is worried that someone's trying to start a war.
I'm not worried about it. I'm certain of it. The only problem is I just don't know who exactly. And worse, Clifford doesn't know who.
Clifford, that's his supercomputer.
It's a neural network of supercomputers. Clifford is a problem-solving facility. Say hello, Clifford.
You're embarrassing me, Avon. I'm blushing.
Give Clifford data and no more problem. Clifford was onto something, but now the data is gone.
Gone.
It has to be the Russians. Or the North Koreans. Or the Iranians. Or the Chinese using a proxy agent. The fact is, if we cannot figure out who is behind these data breaches, then Clifford is useless.
If we can get paid, of course we can help.
There are 3 data thefts I need you to unbreach, re-breach, broach. I'm a natural communicator.
You're getting off topic.
No, this is the topic. How I've been treated. How I've been mistreated. It's an American tragedy. Kill the clever genius so that numbskulls could take cheap bribes. Yeah, I'll pay. I'll pay whatever it takes.
We'll need serious cash, 6 figures minimum.
No problem. My share price is through the roof. Look, 3 problems. 3 easy enough solutions.
Could you stop talking like you're giving a keynote speech, please?
Do I do that?
Yes!
3 data thefts. 250 trillion data points in enemy hands. 3 simple solutions. 1. Data courier. Murdered on the streets of Los Santos. Bodies at the morgue.
The morgue. You'll have to steal an ambulance to get in there.
Old-fashioned. Analog. I love it. Retro. Problem 2. 4 of these vans are beaming vast amounts of previously secure military data. You'll need cars to track them down. I have a sort of friend who has some cars you can borrow. Here.
Okay, that sounds easy enough. What's the third?
The big new server farm in Palomino has been compromised. I'm certain of it. No one believed me, and I have no idea how to prove it. But if someone could get inside...
Just give me a minute. I know these stealth helicopters. These things. Huh? Now, Avon, these all do seem a bit random.
Of course they seem random, because you are not a supercomputer. Clifford will solve it for us. Just give us more data about the data so we can data it.
All right, well, get to work and good luck.
Pleasure to meet you. You look nice in that shirt, Avon. I like your hair.
Thank you. Progkill Clifford.exe.
So yeah, Clifford and Avon are kind of an awkward duo. If you haven't already met them, of course, this tutorial is mainly for anyone who hasn't done this before. So when you start it up, of course, you're going to need to make a payment. As you can see, I had to register as a CEO, so that's why you kind of want to buy an office, guys. So when you start up the heist, you're going to have to make a payment. It's really not that much, a couple tens of thousands of dollars, whatever. Not really anything crazy, because you'll get about $812,000 from completing this heist, but you'll have to split it between 2 people. Depending on how generous your friend is, can vary the cuts. But anyways, this is what the planning screen looks like. You'll have 1 prep on the left and 1 setup on the right, and there's 3 of them, so there's 3 preps on the left and 3 setups on the right. The first prep can be done solo. All you need to do is go outside and steal an ambulance. Now, they don't instruct you to do this, but you could actually just call 911, steal an ambulance, and drive it back up to your facility. If you're fast enough, you can probably get in. I couldn't in time. I got a wanted level, so just call Lester to lose them. When you start up the first setup after stealing the ambulance, you're going to want to do this with a friend. Not want to. You'll have to do this with a friend. There's going to be 2 sides to this setup, and I'll do my best to explain what I mean by that. There's going to be the paramedics team, that's the team I'm on, and the recoveries team. You both can't be on the same team and do the heist or do the setup together. You have to be on separate teams, unfortunately. Now the recovery team, if you are on the recovery team, you're going to want to take a Kuruma, because you'll have to follow a chopper, take out the enemies where the chopper lands, and steal the chopper. So just take a Kuruma and you'll be essentially good to go. If you're part of the paramedics team, I suggest buying an assault shotgun before you do this setup, and also some rocket launchers. But mostly, more importantly, the assault shotgun, or a shotgun, if you're that low a level and new to this. So when you get inside, you're going to be at some pretty close combat. All you're going to need to do is go scan some bodies and then get up to the higher floor. When you get up to that second floor, you're going to meet up with some FIB guards. They're not too heavily armored, so you can take them out in a couple shots. As you can see, this assault shotgun really makes easy work of these guys. And I also forgot, you should also get some proximity mines. That way you can just throw them at the top of those stairs right there. So when you're hacking, if guards try to run up the stairs to kill you, the proximity mines will just go off by themselves. You don't have to worry about timing them or anything, and it will keep you safer for just a little bit longer. Now the RPGs come in handy when you're leaving. That way you can easily shoot around corners. As you can see, the guard right there, he's in protection. It's kind of hard to hit him with that shotgun. I can just hit him with that RPG. Now this is definitely a riskier way. As you can see, the assault shotgun makes easy work of that guard right there. So either one will work. You can either use the RPG or the assault shotgun. But in a situation like this right here where I couldn't see the guard, the RPG works very effectively. And then you can just switch to the assault shotgun. So I'm just kind of switching between both of these. You can see I'm working with them hand in hand. And while you're doing all this in the morgue, the recovery team is stealing a chopper. And when he steals it, he'll have to come pick you up. And when you escape, you'll have to run over to him, hop in that chopper, and you'll have to fly to the destination. And that is how you do the first prep and the first setup. The second prep, you need someone to do this, alright? You want someone to do this. You'll have to steal a Deluxo, customize it, and drive it back. And there are 4 Deluxos, and you can only do 1 at a time. So you'll want probably 2 people minimum to do this. When you start the actual Deluxo setup mission, You guys should really be hand in hand with who's getting what targets. It's going to make it a lot easier. Like, I knew which 2 targets I was going for. You're going to have vans, boats, and a airplane you'll have to go for. I think most people probably die to these vans. An easy way to take out these vans is if you just drive alongside them. They won't be able to shoot you. It's definitely a little bit harder to drive and stay just alongside of him, but if you can figure it out and stay alongside him, it'll definitely be worth your while. Here's one more example. I kind of sneak up on this van right here, and I get right up in front of him. I got a little too far in front of him, actually, but I got right back alongside him. I took nearly no damage. The only damage I took while doing this was when I hit my brakes to kill him. You'll see. I'm not taking any damage. I'm perfectly safe. The Deluxo can keep up with the van right there. And then I back off, took a little bit of damage, but that's just because I was backing off. When you get to the boats have horrible aimbot, and they're you guys will be fine doing the boats, trust me. The airplane's a little bit you'll be a little less okay. These helicopters that follow you have pretty good aimbot, and they will kill you if you let them. So I suggest you let one of your teammates hack the airplane while the other one plays defense. I'm playing defense and the other one's hacking. And that's how you complete the Deluxo prep and setup. Pretty easy. The last prep and last setup are not so easy. To do the prep, you can do the prep solo. You'll have to go to the military base and do a little bit of hacking in the cell tower, then drive to the location you get from that cell tower, steal the helicopter, and deliver it to your facility. Now the setup is a little bit more complicated. This setup is honestly harder than the actual heist, in my opinion. When you guys get to the police station and land, try your best to stay stealthy. This is going to pay off huge in the long run, because when you get down in the data center, you're going to be in some pretty close range to some cops. Don't worry if you have to sneak up behind them. You can get up pretty close to them, and they still won't hear you as long as you're not in their cones of vision. The hacking is pretty simple. I always go straight across like 1 1 2 2, and then if that doesn't work, I go 1 2 2 3, and I keep moving the lines down 1 each time. Now when you and your friend both complete each other's hack, you're gonna get a wanted level, and you're gonna be down there with a ton of guards. Now fun fact, if you can't handle that, purposely mission fail and quick restart. This will despawn all the guards that normally spawn down in the basement, except for the ones at the center tower area. Once you get outside, it's pretty simple, honestly. All you need is a grenade launcher to really take out most of those guards. They're going to get pretty close, so make sure you also have a machine gun, and then if you need it, have an RPG for that chopper. It's kind of hard to see that pilot to shoot him with that bright light, and if you have to, have some armor and snacks ready. This is a complicated part of the mission, but if you stay in this back alleyway, you'll be fairly protected. Then you just have to fly to the destination, and it's set up past. Now you're ready for the heist.
Okay, hood off now. See? I told you they come back.
Why do you do that?
Because it makes me feel tingly inside. It's enjoyable.
Yeah. So, Clifford and I analyzed the data. I mean, Clifford analyzed the data, and I analyzed Clifford. Let me give you an example of my sort of thinking.
Could you stop it with the keynote thing?
Sorry, can I make a call here?
Hello? Who's this?
I'm calling you from a top secret former government facility.
We told you to return to civilian life, Avon.
It was all a setup, shortstop.
Shortstop.
I always wanted to call someone that. Listen, you're going to get us all killed. It's as clear as the very natural-looking hair on my head.
What are you talking about?
They're not plugs. Don't you see that the fact that they told you to fire me proves beyond all reasonable doubt that you were wrong and this is a conspiracy? Let me give you an analogy.
Why are you talking like that? It really annoyed people when you were working on site.
I'm a visionary. I see things.
Listen, I'm running late to a departmental potluck, so...
Fuck your potluck! This is about stopping a fucking war!
Not that again. Goodbye, Avon. See you on planet Earth one of these days.
Potluck? Of course, it's now. It's fucking now. Clifford is right. The data is clear. It's right now. The entire department is out sharing meatloaf and potato salad so their base can be permanently shut down. We have to do something now.
Right, well, we are a bunch of armed felons, and you're breaking all kinds of security clearances and discussing the musings of a badly named computer. No police force in the world is going to believe us.
You'll have to go there and stop it right now. I'll pay. I'll pay whatever it takes.
It takes a lot. All right, off we go, huh? I'll keep you posted. Come on, let's go.
And that is the last cutscene you guys will see before starting this heist up. Next place you will go is the planning board. As you can see, I give my friend about 45% because he helped me with essentially all the preps and setups. If you guys have friends that help you with all the preps and setups, make sure you compensate them well so they help you more in the future. When you start up the heist, you want to use a Kuruma to take out the enemies on the outside so you don't lose any lives. And when you do get in the inside, make sure you have a shotgun or probably a special carbine rifle ready. I tried to switch to it, but I accidentally switched to my machine gun pistol, which worked pretty well. I'd suggest probably machine gun though, because it has better range, and this is a long building on the inside. So you want to have something that can definitely reach and get in those enemies. You can see that one right there. This guy right here, he's pretty far. This room down at the end can be pretty tricky to get through because a lot of guards do spawn here very fast, and you have to get very close to spawn them in. As you can see, here they go. They just spawned in right there. 3 guards all at one time. And they are very well at taking cover. There are guards on this bridge area between this room and the facility. If you can't hit them, have your friend run ahead like I have mine. It will spawn in those enemies and you can see the 25 RP, meaning I killed those guards. Then we get a little closer to that door and you can see I was able to hit that guard just right there. The next thing you need to be worried about is getting through this long hallway that guards the bridge pretty much. The guards on this hallway are very good at popping in and out of those rooms on the side, and there are even some guards that will spawn on the sides of the bridge to kill you, so that's something you should try to be cautious about, and make sure you take out every guard before you go downstairs so that they don't follow you and hit you from behind. When you go down the staircase, what I like using is the RPG. That's kind of my weapon of choice. It's not a very good weapon of choice since it kind of killed me hundreds of times before I gotten at least decent at using it. But once you get good at using it, it's pretty effective. Like that guard right there, he's not safe behind that wall to the RPG, and the RPG does a lot of damage to these guards here in this hallway, and it makes easy work of it. So I think that's a good way of getting down. And before you go to that second room, I suggest checking that orbital cannon room because there are enemies and you should take them out before you head down. Once you are heading down, don't run into the room. I know it looks like there are a lot of areas of cover, and I think that's what fools a lot of people to running in and getting killed, is they think that there's good cover in there, I should run in, and then they kind of take on too much gunfire and they die. So what you should do is hang out in this doorway, just kind of shoot into the room. I tried shooting grenade launchers and RPGs, but it really didn't work out as well because my friend was using the machine gun or like a special carbine, and he was doing so much better. Even here, I tried using the grenade launcher at close range, which was really stupid. I think I meant to pull my RPG, but almost killed me. I think I got maybe 2 kills, and he got everybody else in the room with a machine gun, so I suggest you use the machine gun. Once you head upstairs, it's smooth sailing from here as long as you taken out every guard previously. You just run up to that IAA room, get on the guns, and blow everything up, and eventually the final cutscene will trigger once you've taken out all the enemies. You can see, screen kind of blinks, and the final cutscene initiates.
Everything's fine. I know these people. Oh, I'm supposed to be at a potluck.
Who were they? What the hell is going on?
These nice people saved us. Yeah, we don't know each other, by the way, me and them. If you think you know me, you don't. Who do you work for?
Can I get this place on lockdown right now? Come on, you imbeciles. No, there is no potluck. I don't give a shit about your banana cream pudding.
Maybe next time you'll listen to me.
What's this cretin doing here?
Saving your life once again, but for the covert operation I financed, you'd all be dead and the country would be in the hands of, well, who exactly? That's the problem. This place has more leaks than a thing you dry salad in. But who and why? Can I log on to Clifford here?
Sure.
It's Russians. We know it's Russians. This attack is one of their signature moves.
That's the whole point, Mrs. Rackman. It's meant to look like Russians. We think it's not Russians because that would be too easy. Now, Clifford says that there's a 99% probability it is some Russians.
Not Iran?
Iran, no. Clifford says it's this man. Codename Bogdan, surname unknown. Russian agitator, hitman, and warmongerer.
I'm not buying any of it.
Well, someone just tried to kill you, and the data footprint tracks back to him. Look at the graphics.
Okay.
Can we get some people on this right away? Where's that buffoon?
Which buffoon?
The one who caused the assault by the museum. Can I get some support here?
Let's get out of here. Thank you. Bye, both of you. Congressional medal. Big party at the Capitol. It's been an honor to serve.
Oh, go fuck yourself. No, not you.
Clowns. Public sector clowns. The crowd, hell, the cleaners could solve this problem. With Clifford, there is no problem now. Thank you very much. I'll be in touch. Thank this, work this. Where's my assistant? I'm supposed to be giving a speech somewhere.
That is Act 1, the database breaches, or Act 1 of the Doomsday Heist complete. There are 2 more acts I will be doing. In time, I will be doing them. For this one, you get about 812,500. I got 60% of that. I thought I gave my friend 45, my bad. And so I got 60% of that, and I got a $100,000 bonus because it's my first time. You guys will get it too if it's your first time. And if it is your first time, I hope that I was able to help you through some of this stuff if you don't know how to do it, if you're interested. So thanks for watching this video. I know this video was a long one. I really tried to shorten it down as much as I could, but this was like 2 hours of footage, and I didn't want to cut out the most important information or the cutscene, so it kind of just added up really fast. But thanks for watching episode 42 of my Rags to Riches series. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, whatever. You guys are awesome. Best of luck on your heist, and take it easy.